Okay, more on terrorism of the future, present day to future. I think I've already told you guys some of this. I apologize for all the overlap. Okay, so I decoded that her predecessors did the Black Plague. Okay, and I knew about it and I'd known about it because I decoded it. And this was like, I decoded it when my son was living in his first apartment in Oklahoma City. And then we moved to the next apartment and she thought she was going to be all hot shit. And she came on in my brain and she didn't know that I knew that she did the Black Plague in history. So she came on and she referred to the Black Plague and she goes, "We killed many kings with this." And I said, "I know. I decoded it." And then she got real pissed and took off. And then she said that people would be spotted, like literally spotted, like polka dotted spotted in the future. And she said she was going to do that for the Black Panthers. She's remember how I told you she likes to get at me with everything that I love. She knows everything I've done to decode. She knows, and that reminds me of something else that she said. She knows my love for civil rights and everything that I wanted to do and wanted to accomplish. And she tried stealing from me the entire time until present day and started spreading lies about me to like completely obliterate me and destroy everything. And then prize herself as the next coming, which there was never one of those, Caucasian. No offense to you, Kristen. We're not talking about you negatively. We're saying that Jean is fucking insane. Jean Roberts is truly fucking insane. She really did do this to Christina. Christina had total ambitions in wanting to go into civil rights. And Jean tried to not only get away with murdering civil rights leaders, but she tried to get away imposing herself as some supreme white goddess to African Americans via ripping everything off from Christina and lying to African Americans about it. When I was in Slidell, she said to me, because I was in the first decoding and I was just in the beginning of decoding Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King, and I was figuring out what she had done, and I was very, very, very upset. And I was learning all about slavery. I was very, very upset. And she would keep sneaking off and telling lies about what was going on while I was decoding because she was trying to work people over. But they knew it. They couldn't say anything, but they knew it. And they knew eventually more people would figure it out. And then those people could say something. So she never really got anywhere with that in Slidell or New Orleans. But here, Jean Roberts and her little white supremacists get away with it everywhere. And it's very annoying. So anyway, I had it like in my head, in my brain, like I'm just like, I want to be in civil rights. I want to be a civil rights leader. I want to work in civil rights. Like my whole world has changed. Knowing what I know, my whole world has changed. I want a future in civil rights. And she came on in a real evil voice and she goes, "You know what happens to civil rights leaders, don't you?" And then it wasn't too long after that, I heard from Minister Louis Farrakhan, who was extremely outraged and extremely angry. And he said, "That bitch, I tell you what, she is so fucking stupid. She just admitted to murdering every civil rights leader and making that statement. She just admitted to killing every single one." He was livid. He was so freaking pissed. And then he was just like, we're here, just ignore her, ignore Jean the best you can. Just be strong, and whatever you figure out, we'll be here. We'll be figuring this out with you. Okay. So like go in advance to this. So she's trying to get at me with everything that I love and everything that I've done to work for my family, for my nation, for the world. And she tried to steal all that from me. And then she tries to get at me, and she says that she's going to make people spotted. She's going to do that for the Black Panthers, as if the Black Panthers want people running around freaking spotted. But she really says this kind of nonsense to me. And then I was also told by different people that people will be bald in the future, not just bald, but completely hairless. And so that freaked me out, and that's due to the diseases that she's emitting on the planet. So there's that.